Okay, so this is our video response to the video of Leymah Gbowee, Unlock the Intelligence, Passion, and Greatness of Women, or of girls. Um, so I was talking about helping women discover, like, their, think of words now, helping women discover their importance and that they can actually, go out and get an education and that we can have equal opportunities. It was mostly talking about girls in Africa who don't have the opportunities to get an education, or they're struggling with living areas or taking care of their children, or whatever it may be.
Yeah, I feel like she talked about different things that kind of affect maybe why women don't have as much rights, um, especially in Liberia where they just don't respect the women. They don't really think of them as the same level as men. She talked a lot about prostitution, which was kind of interesting because it's like not a big deal at all where I'm from. I started my mission in Uruguay and they had a lot of prostitution, but it wasn't like I didn't feel like it affected women's rights. But she talked about the Young Girls Transformative Project, and that because of that project, girls have taken broader steps. They've been able to progress more and become more equal, but that there's still like girls that wish for a better life, wish for less sexual abuse, or they want to reach their goals. They have goals and wishes just like men do, but for some reason they aren't able to reach their goals, but men are. So I think that was her biggest concern is like why, like she wants more women to do what she's done and being able to reach what she's reached.
Yeah, it really surprised me when she mentioned that girls at the age of 12 years old start in these prostitutions and like teenage pregnancies, and it's disappointing to see that most of them see it as their only way of receiving some kind of income. And I it just it just really surprises me. But the fact that Leymah has this faith, and she said herself that it's not that difficult to get them to view things as more optimistic and have them know that they still have a chance in changing their future was really important to me. I don't know what I'm saying.
I think one of the things that I just barely thought of now was I think women also add like a different perspective on a lot of things, especially because we think of empowering women, we think about politics, and so as you like add more women in politics and you have like almost an equal amount, you get the views of both women and the men. Like we've talked about how there are differences between men and women, like physically and stuff like that. But there are, I think, like mentally as well and emotionally. And so by having like the same amount, you get different kinds of perspectives in governments or in schools or wherever women are empowered. And I think that's something important. Something she's trying to say here to unlock their intelligence, their passions, and their greatness. And I think that's why it's important.
Like, going along with that, like, a lot of the video, I think, is letting women know that they have another option. Like, a lot of women, they just think that this is the way it is. My mom did this, my grandma did this, so this is the way it's going to be. But, I mean, that's not true. And, like you said, when you get more women in politics and everything, like, that's media that women see, and they see that they have another choice.
Mm-hmm. It's true. How do you guys know how it's going in your countries, the women equality?
I know that prostitution is one of the, I guess, most troubled features. When we were discussing the Millennium Developmental Goals, it was
What's your country?
Oh, my country's Burundi, and it was one of the goals that was furthest from being accomplished, and especially that there's so much more women than there are men, and it's such a poor country. It's one of the top 5 poorest countries. Um, it's very common.
My country is Togo, and they look down on women a lot. Like, women are physically abused. Like, it's a regular occurrence for a lot of the women. They're not given a lot of opportunities for anything, really.
I wonder if a lot of times like women don't progress as much as men, or like don't have the same, I guess, equality because of their parents, or because they looked at their mom didn't have that, or their grandma, and so it's just like kind of this chain reaction, like, oh, I'm not that great either, and so they don't like try, they don't strive to reach their potential, because like I feel like opportunities are given, but sometimes they don't take it because of maybe their background. But I don't know if that's true. It's just something that just popped in my head. Um, yeah, she ends her video talking about how she wants girls to be with her, how she started out with dreams, wishes, she wanted to fulfill them. She had troubles, she didn't really get there, but then she was able to progress through her troubles and able to reach what she wanted to. And so that was her big goal, is just to help women understand that they should have equality. So,